Hey guys, it's Pichu here, and yes, I am back. Now, yes, I did die for a bit, haha, like, it's irrelevant, we don't need to talk about it, let's just go on to the future. So, last season, yeah, I did die for a bit, whatever, but this season, I do plan on uploading. Now, yeah, whatever, say what you want, I'm probably gonna upload this and then die, but I actually do plan to, like, keep this going. So, I had school before, yeah, blah, 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 and now I don't, so, I have a good schedule planned out, so let's see if we can stick to it. Now that's all I'm gonna say about that. Stop, it's in the past. Bang. So this season's draft we have is just amazing. Like, if you think our last season's draft with the Kieran Black, Volcarona and Zapdos and stuff, Diancie, if you think that was broken, this next season draft is even better. Now, last season we ended up finishing, I think, with a record of like 8-3 or 9-3. I think it was 8-3. Yeah, 8-3. So it was pretty good. One loss was a forfeit loss, which because I brought a manga I didn't even have on my draft because you know I was tired when I was prepping. So whatever. That was the loss that I don't really care about too much because I didn't really lose. But anyway, we lost in semi-finals of playoffs, which was a bit unlucky. But my opponent played really well. I just misplayed at the end, so that sucks. But you know what? That's it. That's in the past now. We'll get on to this season's draft without dragging out the intro. I don't want to get booted offline by Seiko turn 1. So let's go into the draft. So as you can see on the screen, I'll just be showing it on Showdown. So first mon we ended up getting is Broken Mon number 1 at Mega Lopunny. Now we're actually last place in the draft. So we had this wheel pick. And no one drafted Lopunny, so you know everyone is sleeping in the league already. Like, everyone was just fast asleep, didn't even notice Lopunny was still there. Boom, we took it up. And there's nothing I need to say about Lopunny. Everyone knows what it does. Broken Mon, top kill leader, like every season, every league. If it's not something bad happened, I don't know what you would have to do to not get top 3 kills. Nah, to be serious, it's not always top 3 kills, but like realistically, it's always done well, performed well. So yeah, everyone knows what it does, so we can skip this mon. So next Broken Mon that we got, we managed to snag a Blacephalon. So this has been going in every league. Turn 1, bang, you're gone. The opening's gone, this thing's gone. But nah, both of these mons were actually available for the wheel pick. So I decided to get Blacephalon to pair with Lopunny because Lopunny, believe it or not, struggles against steel types. Now you might be like, oh, but Lopunny fighting type, how? But I'm talking about steel types that resist fighting, like, well, don't get, you know, super effective by fighting. So I'm talking about your Scizors, your Skarmories. Ferrothorn does take fighting damage, but you don't want to click a fighting type attack against Ferrothorn. Goodbye health. So just to deal with those kind of mons, I would love a fire type, and that's why your boy Blacephalon is coming through. There's not many. To be fair, there is a lot of switches to this in Draft League format. Now you might be like, oh, OU, it's broken, but yeah, this is not OU, this is Draft League. Blacephalon, you know, it doesn't deal well with mons like Assault Vest. The Assault Vest comes in and kind of eats this mon's hits. Now, yes, this mon does get some coverage, like a Psyshock, so it can blow through Assault Vest, but that's not stab. And you know, if you're not using a stab move, it usually doesn't one-shot mons. So does get some niche moves, but you know, we have to play around like mons with Assault Vest, mons like Trinitar, and especially mons with Pursuit, which are a pain in the ass. Yuck. There's no hiding it. Pursuit destroys Blacephalon. Gotta watch out for that. So that's all I gotta say about Blacephalon. Now, Broken Mon number 3, we have Zapdos. So we got broken physical attacker number 1, broken special mon, broken defensive defogger. Like, I've had Zapdos past 2 seasons, and I managed to snag it a 3rd season in a row. So I'm pretty experienced with Zapdos at this point. It does so many good things. It does defog, tailwind, it has Volt Switch. Good, is amazing defense. If you look at its stats, 85 defense, 90 HP, you don't actually think that's that good, but its defense is just amazing. I think its typing also helps it a lot as a defensive mon. Definitely its typing helps. Like, it can beat like Landorus 1v1, even though Landorus got Stone Edge. This thing at defensive still can beat Landorus 1v1 because that's HP Ice, which like does over 50% Landorus, and Landorus can only do like 49% or something like that. After leftovers, it's not a twit carry. So that's what I mean. If you look at Zapdos, stats don't look amazing, but this mon is just speaks for itself, really. So these 3 mons speak for themselves. Sorry if I'm rushing this a little bit. These 3 mons, like, you know, everyone knows what these mons do. If you don't at this point, you get to see what they do, and it's pretty basic. So the 4th mon of our draft, I felt like, you know, I have 3 broken mons. Why stop now? I decided to get Gothitelle. So, like, you know, I don't even know at this point, like, how I got these ones. Gothitelle was tier 2, so that's why if you're wondering, I didn't draft 3 tier 1s. These 2 are tier 1s. This is a tier 2. So, you know, Charmons like Skarmory, I thought Blacephalon was going to handle them in Zapdos, but you know, Skarmory, good night, Char, Gothitelle's got your back. I mean, I don't even need to bring Gothitelle against, I mean, what would I bring Gothitelle, like, nah, I'll bring Gothitelle against, there's some niche mons that Gothitelle needs to take care of. Like, say, like, I don't want to bring Blacephalon, but there's, like, a problematic mon on the other team. Like, say, like, a Mega Venusaur, I guess, you could say. Like, Blacephalon doesn't really, like, destroy Venusaur. Zapdos doesn't really destroy Venusaur. Like, they're good against Venusaur. They're not really, it's like a tie, really. So, I guess mons against that, Gothitelle will do well against. So, yeah, there's not really much to say about Gothitelle as well. It has a few niche moves. Mainly it's just a Trapper Bar. I'm not bringing any other set. It's always going to be Shadow Tag if it comes. And it just pretty much snipes a few mons that I don't want to deal with, basically. So yeah, that's Gothitelle. So 5th mon of our draft. I decided to get a Rock Setter because I don't have one at this point, and that's so dumb. I should definitely have a Rock Setter by now at least. So I want a good Rock Setter, I mean. So I decided to get Crocodile. Now, Cracklymate is pretty strong Rock Setter. Like, there's not many great Dark types you want to bring every game. Like, obviously there's some, there's like Weavile and Absol and stuff, but like getting a great Dark type that you want to bring every week, I definitely feel Crocodile is one, because it's a good ground type. You need a good ground type every week, I feel, because some drafts are just so weak to ground. So if you can just abuse that, if I can abuse Scarf Moxie, which is just great, which is a great ground spam. And obviously knockoff spam is great to have, because I can knock off things like Shed Shells to like help Gothitelle. I could also knock off Rocky Helmets to help Lopunny, stuff like that. I could knock off Assault Vest, help Blacephalon. Like, knockoff spam is so good for my draft, so I love how I got Crocodile. But basically this is meant to be my Rock Setter, unless I feel like Scarf Moxie Sweep is the way to go. So next on our draft, I decided to get another Rock Setter, because at this point I have one Rock Setter, but I love having multiple Rock Setters, so I'm not forced to bring, like if I bring Crook, Scarf, Moxie, I can't obviously set up rocks. Can people stop messaging me on Discord? But yeah, so I want another Rock Setter, and at this point I don't have a Dragon type, so I was forced to get a Dragon type with like set up rocks, but I couldn't get Garchomp. Obviously it's too high cost, so I think at this point it was either Komo-o or Tyranium, or Druddigon, and I decided to get Tyranium. Mainly one reason was because I needed more physical attackers at this point, who could like really do damage. So Druddigon obviously is a physical attacker, but it doesn't do like great damage. And I also wanted a setup mon, so like a Dragon Dancer, and I felt like Tyranium just kind of fit those roles. Like a Dragon Dancer could also set up rocks, could also be brought banded to just blow through like stalled kind of builds, stuff like that. And I felt like, you know, we could head smash, we could just bring coverage with strong jaw, stuff like that. I feel like, you know, Tyranium has a few roles, and it definitely has proven itself in the past, so I think it will do well. So now I got to set up another team. So after that, after Tyranium, we needed a grass type. And do we have? I don't think we had a fairy as well. So we need a grass type. We need a fairy. We also need a water type. But I decided for a grass type, we might as well go Whimsicott. Now, the one reason why I got Whimsicott is because it has Defog, Prankster Defog. Please give me that, because I don't want Blacephalon to be pressured by rocks every week. I know everyone's going to like really pressure me with rocks. I don't want Zapdos to also have to run Defog. So Whimsicott, cheers buddy, but you're going to be our Defogger. You know, it's also good to have a good fairy type, bit more knockoff spam, and yeah, you can see the move pool here real quick. It's godly, so you know, it's good fairy type, good defogger, and that's why it's on my draft. So not last, we got a bit to go. Ooh. Alright, so we have a water type next. So the water type, I decided we didn't have a water type at this point, and I knew at this point like every single water type but this one was gone, so I had to draft this one at this point, and that was Alomomola. So Alomomola is gold tier water type. It is just amazing. Wish Passer. I think we like this one's probably one of my favorite water types behind like Vaporeon, Melodic and stuff like that, because this thing can Wish Pass, and you know, some people struggle to beat this thing, surprisingly, even though this thing doesn't hit that hard, people still struggle, so it's good to bring and just throw people off guard. Obviously this thing gets more knockoff spam. Knockoff spam is just the aim of this game right now, because knockoff spam, so I can get rid of Rocky Helmets, Assault Vests and Shed Shells, is basically what I need. So, you know, a strong water type that can knock off spam, like, yes please. Yes please. So get on my draft. So he's on, I bought him, and we'll keep going. So what are we doing for time? I hate when it takes so long. 10 minutes. Oh shit, we have to keep going. Alright, the last three can be real quick. So the third last mon, we have our boy Exploud. So Exploud, choice specs, boom burst. Let's move on. So like, I'll bring it. This thing has coverage. This thing gets boom burst. And it makes sense with my next pick. So I'll kind of put them together. My next pick is Slurpuff. Next pick is Slurpuff. So yeah, because Slurpuff gets the sticky webs in this new game, so it has a sticky web option. Paired with Exploud could do some mad damage, so that's kind of why I picked Exploud for like that sticky web option. And besides sticky web, Slurpuff can also be brought like defensively with Wish Pass, so I get another Wish Passer. It also can be set up sweeper with Belly Drum, and it can also be like a Sash, Endeavor Lead, or special coverage. You know, this thing, I don't need to explain it. You should know what it does. Actually, that's not a great way to really explain it. But anyway, this thing, yeah, webs, belly drum, defensive or special attacking. It's too many rolls to prep for, so it's a good surprise mon to catch the enemy off guard. And for the last mon, we have our boy Pikachu. So Pikachu, the god himself, is basically here to sweep teams. Now you might be like, alright, what Pichu, what are you doing? Like, you have a Pikachu in your draft. But no, this thing actually can sweep teams. I have not got a sweep yet, so you know, I have no evidence to back that up. But that's irrelevant. This thing I know can sweep teams. I will one day get a sweep and put it on the channel, and that's my goal. And hopefully we can get multiple, but at this point I have none to show, so you know, maybe this season we can get one. So Pikachu, come go and get you, so watch out guys. If you ever get swept by my Pikachu, uninstall. So just uninstall, click X, bye bye. So that's gonna be my team. I think my team's pretty broken, not broken but really good. I feel like these first 6 just really make a strong team, and I have great options for like a backup. Like I can switch in Alamola for defense, nice Whimsicott for defog, webs option, a sweeper. Like I'll probably only bring Pikachu to playoff games just because how broken it is, but I think my whole draft is pretty broken, to be honest. So I don't know, we'll see how it does. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying I feel like I have a good team, and we'll have to see how we go. Week 1 is a tough opponent, and it's going to be a tough game. So that's enough for me. I am back, hopefully. If not, then I guess I'll see you guys next year. Peace.